Oh my gosh, bro. Myles Garrett requests a trade from the Cleveland Browns. This shit was bound to happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially after seeing that press conference he had, what, about like a couple months ago or something like that. We knew it was only a matter of time till he requested a trade. Like, this nigga, he wants to win a ring, bro. And he's not going to do that in Cleveland. Cleveland's not going to be a contender for like the next decade or so. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ravens, if y'all want to go ahead and make that call, bro, you know what I'm saying? For the right price, Cleveland will trade him to a division rival for the right price. You know what I'm saying? We've seen crazier trades happen.
Breaking news from the NFL. Star pass rusher Myles Garrett has requested a trade from the Cleveland Browns. He released a statement saying he is making the request because his ultimate career goal is to win a Super Bowl. Garrett is the reigning.
That's how everybody should be, bro. Not just about money. You feel me?
Pro who has recorded double-digit sacks in every season except his rookie year. More from that statement that he released. He said, quote, "While I love calling this city my home, my desire to win and compete on the biggest stages won't allow me to be complacent. The goal was never to go from Cleveland to Canton. It has always been
I love the Browns' downfall, bro.
A Super Bowl. With that in mind, I have requested to be traded from the Cleveland Browns." Those are the words of Myles Garrett, and now we get to the words of our lead NFL insider, Jonathan Jones. And JJ, first question for you: Are you surprised by this coming out?
A little bit surprised, considering
surprise. Nigga, everybody in a mama could see this shit happening. Like, bro, he wants to win a ring, bro. Like, gang. Like, I'm pretty sure nobody else is surprised about this. Like, this nigga just trying to be different and
when
shit.
They went back, when the Browns sort of restructured Deshaun Watson's contract, it appeared that was the signal to Myles Garrett, to a veteran player like Joel Bitonio.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that, bro.
We're going to compete in 2025.
Bro, I need to shave that beard off. I ain't gonna lie. Shit all patchy and shit.
In the post-season press conference, Andrew Berry was very adamant about keeping Myles Garrett for the foreseeable future. And then we saw and heard from Andrew Berry talking with local reporters in Mobile, Alabama at the Senior Bowl, where he reiterated that. And now you have Myles Garrett at the start of Super Bowl week. That is not at all any sort of coincidence, saying that he wants a trade from the Cleveland
when do like trades start? Like after the Super Bowl or some shit? Like a week after?
Of the day, we have Roger Goodell's press conference coming up later. We have media night tonight with the Eagles and the Chiefs. But this is the time, Super Bowl week, in years past, where we have seen guys try to force their way out of situations. We remember a couple of years ago, Russell Wilson letting it be known that he no longer wanted to be with the Seattle Seahawks, for example. So, and his frustrations there. So this is very intentional that it drops on Monday morning, the start of Super Bowl week. Myles Garrett certainly letting everyone know that he wants out of Cleveland, and we certainly will see how this plays out over the next 5 weeks, because free agency begins 5 weeks from today.
Yeah,
okay, 5 weeks, damn. Yo, bro, these 5 weeks about to go by so fast, bro. I'm not even joking, nigga. Free agency about to be crazy. You got so many blockbuster free agents. T. Higgins. I think Diggs gonna be a free agent. Obviously, you got Myles Garrett potentially about to get traded, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, gang. This free agency might be the craziest free agency we've had like in the last 5 years, bro. Like real shit, gang. Oh my gosh.
What do you gain
this shit about to be
by
crazy.
Putting this statement out right now compared to 2 weeks from now or some other time down the line?
Yeah, well, first of all, you gain some public leverage, right? You get fans and media talking about it. You get teams, certainly, who are trying to figure out their cap situation, who want to look. If you took Andrew Berry at his word over the past month, you couldn't trade for Myles Garrett. He could not be had. Now we all know that Myles Garrett wants to be had. He wants to be traded for. And so now teams are going to put together packages that will begin.
And like, what's crazy, bro, that's their best player, bro. Their best overall player. Like, other than him, bro, they only got what, Denzel Ward now on that defense. That's you know what I'm saying, the elite. Like, bro, they're gonna be fucked.
Picks. There's not a chance
they're gonna be fucked unless they somehow get Abdul Carter in the draft, bro.
And we're not there yet. I assume we're gonna get a statement from the Browns where they're gonna say, you know, we intend to have Myles Garrett with us for the foreseeable future, just like they have been saying. They will not be publicly moved by this move by Myles Garrett. That said, teams are going to have to get their trade packages together.
Fuck the Browns.
It will
Fuck them and they fans.
2 first-round picks. If the Browns do trade him, it will be for even more than that. But that is where you're going to have to start. We still don't know what the salary cap is for this upcoming year. And so teams are trying to sort of work with what they estimate it to
It
be,
always
what it could
raises
be on the
every year.
low end,
So
what it could potentially be on the high end. So that's another reason that you get it out there. But I want to go back to that statement. And I want to go back to what Myles Garrett said, where he referenced the goal was to never go from Cleveland to Canton. And we know that Canton is where the Pro Football Hall of Fame is located. But that's an interesting sentence and phrase right there, because if you rewind back
I mean,
to
like, he's already got a Hall of Fame type career, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Myles Garrett is gonna be in the Hall of Fame one day. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of, you know what I'm saying, when he retires and shit like that. But he's still got a lot left in the tank, bro. You know what I'm saying, to boost that. You feel me?
January.
And
Andrew
what's
Berry
gonna help is a
said
ring,
in his
bro.
press
You know what I'm
conference,
saying?
we envision him going from Cleveland to Canton when his career is over. And so that is a direct shot at the general manager and what he said. That is not some phrase that he just dreamt up of on his own. That is directly tied to that earlier January press conference. So this is laying the gauntlet down from Myles Garrett and his representation, referencing what the GM said, saying that you want to win a Super Bowl, believing you can't get it done with the Cleveland Browns, and doing so publicly
facts, though.
the week of the Super Bowl.
So then, JJ, we have this, and it's like, okay, maybe the fighting gloves have now been put on. Do you think this ends smoothly, or does this get messy at some point, no matter which way it goes?
Yeah, I honestly,
But, like, let's be for real. What would y'all trade for Myles Garrett? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's Myles Garrett's worth? Like, at least 2 first-round picks. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It depends, man. Like, niggas are willing to give up a haul for this nigga. Like, especially contenders. They're willing to give up a haul. If your team is like damn near complete and all you need is a star pass rusher, you're willing to give up, you know what I'm saying, a lot of assets to get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's 2 first-round picks or 2 first-round picks and a 4th, 5th, you know what I'm saying? Teams are willing to do that.
It probably will get a little messy before it ever gets
But it's going to be
smooth.
very intriguing, bro.
Rarely
These next 5 weeks, bro.
We've not yet heard from the Browns.
Like, I'm ready for free agency. We're going to be covering a lot of news.
Believing that they are going to say, we're not trading Myles.
That's a lot of content for me to make, man. So
These
I'm
two
excited.
sides are either going to kumbaya over the next month or so, or they're going to come back and say, listen, we're at an impasse. And ultimately, we decided, in the best interest of the Cleveland Browns, it was to trade Myles Garrett. And they don't want it to be a reset or a restart, but they're going to be able to have
it's going to have to be a restart, bro.
You're picking
like, you don't have no skill players for real. The only skill players I have, Denzel Ward and Jerry Jeudy for real. You know what I'm saying? Because Nick Chubb, I think he going to free agency too. So, other than that, bro, y'all don't really have nobody, bro.
Of the draft. Abdul
like,
Carter
y'all are fucked.
could be right there for you.
Exactly what I just said, Abdul Carter.
Trade out Myles Garrett, you get in Abdul Carter.
But there has been rumors that maybe Titans might snag him.
2025 and 2026 and 2027. Rarely do we see a player-for-player trade. That's really hard to execute. But you can imagine that most of the league would be interested in Myles Garrett. I would say there's probably somewhere close from 7 to 10 teams who could actually put together a trade package to deal for him. And then there's going to be 4 to 5 teams, I think, and without naming them, but just because of the caliber of player that
this
Myles
might be
Garrett
the next blockbuster trade with you know what I'm saying, with Luka and AD, bro.
These edge rushers, who's a game wrecker, a game changer. Look at what the Kansas City Chiefs have in Chris Jones, right? If you get one of those guys, he can win you games. And so because of that, teams will be lining up and calling Andrew Berry. And I imagine, again, he's going to say, no, right now. And in a couple weeks, we'll still see if that's a no.
Yeah, that saga just beginning, and we are opening up page 1 of it all. Jonathan Jones, thank you so much for that.
Crazy,
we know we'll
bro. Oh my gosh, yo.
Because you see, there's JJ right there.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Hey, man, I want to know what you guys think. Comments below, bro. You know what I'm saying? This about to be wild, bro. Free agency is about to be crazy, man. Oh, shit. Y'all let me know what teams y'all think Myles Garrett gonna go to, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all join the Discord. I'm gonna leave the link to that in the comments below, you know what I'm saying, in the description and shit. But, hey, man, it's gonna be crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Holy shit. Oh, boy.